Right now I am driving up to St. Paul to help my brother tear his deck apart, apparently. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna rip apart a deck. And I don't know, he probably has plans to put a new one in or something. So that's what I'm doing today. This is the Thursday. I haven't done anything all week besides do a couple of little hikes. So I haven't filmed anything, so there's nothing really to film. Alright. We're doing a, well, undecking here. Just coming down, coming apart. Looking real nice. I already told the YouTube that we're doing that.
Oh yeah? Plenty hot out here.
We got quite a bit of it taken apart so far.
Huh?
Yeah. We're gonna take a break from the deck to say hi to this fat little cat. Hello. Let's give you a little meatball. Me. Fat little munchkin. This creature here is Dennis. You go, fat Dennis. This is Nell. No. There's Bentley. Ooh. Finley over there. Finley. Oh yeah. What up? So, hanging out with the boy Max. He's not very responsive. I'm sitting in my parents' living room, just chilling. Got some crutches here. I done went and busted up my ankle, which is not crazy rad, but it's really an inconvenience. I was trying to look at Saturn and Venus, and I just stepped off this rock, and it just all busted up somehow. So that was cool. There's no bones fractured, but there's a lot of damage. Grade 3 sprain on it. So that's gonna be a few weeks of sitting and taking it easy on it, which is not what I do. So we'll see if I make it a week. Might be out in the woods after that. That's going to be the end of the video because I can't do anything. So, yeah. Probably going to have to cancel Superior Hiking Trail. Probably shouldn't go hike for a week after busting up my ankle. I might still go anyway. We'll see. Alright, we are on the test drive of the new van. It's got a nice teal interior. It's a lot of fun. Pete's driving it because my ankle's broken, so he's telling me if it feels good.
I'm gonna offer him $1,500 for this, Rick. I'm sorry.
He's gonna take the van out from under me.
Swoop in.
But we're taking a test drive to see if she's good. And so far, we're really impressed with the old gal. So we're trying to get to a faster road so we can test it at higher speeds. That's my main concern.
Yeah.
There's another van.
Another one.
That van does not look like it's running.
Alright, where are we going?
Alright. Alright. I bought a van. This is the van I bought. Excuse the angle. I'm in a wheelchair so that it's easier to get around. So we're going to be looking at it from like a low angle. But there's the front. She's got a lot of teal. So it's probably going to end up getting called Big Teal. Because everything's teal. It's very 90s. It's a pretty clean van. It's got a 5.4 liter V8 Triton. There you go. And that's, from what I've heard of, what I've seen, a pretty reliable engine. Pretty good, pretty well liked among the people who have these. It is a 1999 E250. So it's already insulated, which is a nice step. It's got this sort of camper van type of conversion in it. But these seats come out, and then I'll be able to kind of redo the whole back. Probably going to leave the carpet and everything because the teal's funny, but it doesn't bother me. And that saves me some steps. It is insulated with 3M insulation. I would have chosen wool, but since the 3M insulation's already in, I'm not going to switch it. And I like that once it's closed down, it has very much the look of a work van. It's a nice stealthy van. It's definitely got some rust on the bottom. The underside is perfect. It's like a tiny bit of surface rust on the frame. There's parts of the underside of the frame that are still undercoated, doesn't even have any rust on it. But these vans rust pretty hard in these areas, the body areas. That's just typical for them. So that's just something that I'm just going to accept. I'm probably going to hit those with some sand, maybe a sandblaster, and then hit them with some spray paint to hopefully stop the rust from spreading too quickly. There's another option where you can sort of strip it all down, sand it, get rid of as much rust as possible, and then it's concentrating on my finger. Right where that groove is, you can run bed liner from a truck. That's something that a lot of people do, and then just go up and around the wheel wells with it, which is a possibility. It's something I might do to stop, again, this from rusting or getting dinged up too bad, or slow down the rusting, I mean, because it's obviously already started. But this is actually pretty good for a 1999. These vans rust out pretty quick, so this one's actually pretty clean. I picked this van up for $1,000. It's got 146,000 miles on it, which it looks like it was pretty well maintained. Everything under the hood's clean. And in that case, that's a pretty good price on these. This engine runs awesome. The only thing wrong with it, he said it needs bushings in the back suspension, which he actually had and went with the van. So I got those. That you need that to stop the clunking sound. He said the suspension is starting to go bad in the back, but it is sitting fine. I think he exaggerated how bad the suspension was. And when I was jumping around in there, it doesn't move very much. So I don't know if the suspension's actually bad or if it was just comparatively to something else he was driving that he thought was bad. The van has a hitch and it has electronic brakes installed that are working. So that's good. It's got this ladder rack, which is going to be awesome for attaching my solar panel, getting a second 100 watt, and then being able to run solar on top of that, just stationary. I'm going to cut a roof fan into it. My friends say that they're going to paint a mural on this when I'm sleeping. I'm not looking forward to that because none of them are particularly amazing artists. But they're going to do what they're going to do, so we'll see if a mural ends up on this thing. Hopefully not. One thing that I can for sure say is that getting my kayak on top of there is going to be a bitch. So hopefully a ladder is coming up pretty soon. They're about $100 and they can go on the back door. That's probably what we'll end up getting. So that's the update. I'm probably going to throw my bed in the back of this thing and camp out in it. So even though it doesn't seem like it, there are a few difficulties about trying to renovate a van into a house with a sprained ankle. Now, it proposes a couple of issues. One of them being that I'm on a bed right now that has to go out there into the van. And that usually requires carrying. So I'm going to have to create a way that takes my bed into my van without me having to do any work. Which I believe means buying beer and having someone help me.